Hello everyone, this is the first round of Dharcks Reforged Cup where all the games will be played in a best of 3 format. The first team that gets 2 wins moves to the next round. This best of 3 is Team ZouLouPhant versus Team ENT Rejects. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let the games begin. I'm excited for this one, as we get our first Reforged team here on the east side. As we get purple, blue, and red on the same team, and they have green, red, and yellow with the little visual bugs here. As we are seeing that west side actually have a few auras here. None of them have the greatest start here. They have double plague on dual lane on the east side. Both teams got eggs as well on dual lane, which is a very nice thing to have on dual lane, as you can provide for both lanes to hold 10. Oh wait, we're calling.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Yeah, fine, and you?
Good. Are you excited for this one? I'm kind of excited for this one, as this is the first Reforged team here on the east.
Yeah, definitely. So, first thing I see is that they are kind of like both have plague saved,
Yep.
and I think it could be a mistake already. I think one player should save it, and probably Milout should go for Aquas for better push early.
Yeah. I would agree. I mean, he saved five. Five is too many though.
Yeah, for sure.
If you want to save it for both team side, I think you have to save a minimum of 3, like 2 for yourself and 1 for the other one.
Yeah.
But 5 is a little bit too much. But we see that blue is not having the greatest level 1 start as well. So this is going to be a
So,
slow start for
yeah.
now.
Well, I've seen Dire make turrets work a lot of time. So I think he's pretty confident right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's obviously like really slow push. But yeah, I mean, looking at what Oreo has, I kind of like that role. Very
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah, having eggs on dual lane is very nice. Um,
Oh yeah, as well. Yeah.
because you can always, it's very cheap, and you can always like put 1 or 2 eggs on the teammate side, and it's gonna help them quite a bit for 10 as well.
Yeah.
Especially when he has the turrets.
I think like well, when game started, I didn't have the chance to look at everybody's role, but I've seen like Green rerolling. I'm not sure what he had, but he had slaves for sure.
Yeah, he had slaves. I saw that as well.
So he made the decision to not play.
I think it's kind of
And
wise to do that. Um, we saw yesterday, we saw a very nice game with slaves. I think if you decide to go slaves on level 1, you kind of have to go and get full master so you can have the push as well.
yeah,
Because if you try to play it slow and get 1 master and mass mini slaves, then it's gonna get quite hard to keep up with the push as well.
yeah, for sure. What's Fire and Fury has this role with like peasants, thunderbirds, and troll fighter on
Yep.
mid lane. I think it's very strong as well.
Yeah, it's very nice. I myself kind of struggle to play with Thunderbirds every single time, so I decide every time I have them, I try to like never build them because I managed to fuck it up every single time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not a very good unit, but like with what he has right now, it's like the perfect setup, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We're
So
seeing
yeah,
that
if,
both teams are not really sending here as well on level 3.
yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, okay, that's interesting.
Oh, we got a
I'll,
reroll actually here on the east side, rerolling LOD slaves.
yeah, and he's going for a few slaves right now. I wonder what he's gonna play them. Do you think he's going to like make a late Lord of Death or?
Yeah, I think he might for 6. I mean, I would do it for 6 if I had his stuff. I mean, it's questionable because you have the catapults for 6. If you can just spam slaves and try to survive level 5, it's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Uh, we're seeing Thunderbirds as well on green side.
Yeah, well, I think right now on green it's better to do like Thunderbirds rather than, well, maybe he could have done Spider, I guess.
Yeah, but he. I mean, it's questionable. You kind of want the spider for level 5.
Yeah,
Um, but because he rerolled, I think after 1 or 2,
yeah, yeah.
I don't think he had the time to get the upgraded spider for level 3. And I don't think it's worth getting the unupgraded spider for level 3 as he has Thunderbirds.
Yeah, I guess.
Because Thunderbirds one shot the wave, and if you have the mini spider, you kind of want some spreading DPS to hit the leftovers.
And we're like, so ZINZIN is doing like Oak right now for 4, and I wonder if he is gonna try to mass them with slaves. That would be a bit crazy, I think, and I would like to see that.
Uh, wait, ogres with slaves?
No, no, I mean Oak.
Oh, hawks. Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
the unupgraded hawks, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it has a spell. I'm not sure what it does, but
Yeah, it's like a budget aqua. I mean, it has a bouncing attack for like 50% or something.
all right.
But yeah, the hawk is actually almost. It is probably the most cost efficient DPS unit in the game.
Yeah, I've seen like a couple of Ent players, um, like do a few of them, and I think it could work right now.
Yeah, it has like 80 to 90% magic. I mean, not percent. It has like 80 to 90 magic damage.
Yeah.
So it's quite big, yeah. As we're still not seeing a single send here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, looking at the pushes right now,
Yeah, we're seeing a big
um,
difference.
yeah,
Both teams actually quite have some low push. East side has very low push. West side has a mediocre low push, but considering the roles that they have, I think it's not too bad.
yeah. I mean, you kind of have like to look at what the enemy team has. Well, you don't know right now, but like even if they are scared of having like a low push right now, I mean they are doing very good anyway because like slaves being 4-1 is like pretty dangerous for them
Yeah,
for the East team. So yeah,
yeah, you really
yeah,
want to have the push with slays.
yeah, and he's doing a few hoax.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'd love to see more
So
of them.
what do you think of so the West team is like sending 6 right now,
Yep.
which could be I don't know.
I think
Values are high, so
I think it's not. It looks like it's not gonna work. I mean, we see that Orange here has a mutant as well. I mean, they both have catapults.
Yeah.
Uh, Green might actually leak some small, but he has some nice corner units with the Wyverns and with the Thunderbirds and with the Magna Tower as well. I mean,
Yeah.
you can really not underestimate the power of the Magna Tower on level 6,
Yeah.
because level 6 is such a slow wave in itself, and if you have the Magna Tower, it's even slower. So
And I think as well, to be honest, like obviously Wyverns are pretty okay 6, and I think Thunderbirds are pretty fine as well. Even though they are like Pierce and Magic against Fortified, I think it's still pretty okay.
yeah, that's true. Let's see. I mean, he has a slow aura as well here on the yellow side,
Yeah.
and aquas are actually not bad as well. If you have something to kill the champion or have some kind of a front, which he actually has, so that's very good to see.
Oh, and they are starting to up King.
Yeah, I see that. That's
Well, that's pretty bad, I think.
yeah. I mean,
Well, right now they are losing like few gold. Like they lost for sure. They lost. Doing this decision right now is a bit late.
yeah, they lost
Well,
like 40 gold maybe.
yeah,
Early
I
game,
guess.
that's quite big. So if you decide to do king like halfway through, it's better to just stick to one decision and just keep going with it.
Yeah, I think too.
It's not that small of a cent, but let's see how it's going to go here.
Yeah, I think like Milout has like almost. I think he has 2 Greymane,
Yeah, he has two Greymane.
1 mutant Juiced. I think it'd be alright.
Yeah, he's for sure gonna catch everything in mid. That's for sure. We're seeing that yellow is not doing too bad. Looks like green actually might be holding two as well with the nice corner here. We see that west side still hasn't rerolled a single time,
Yeah.
so that's kind of interesting as well. We get a small leak here from yellow and a small leak from green. Let's take a look at the bounties. 100% from the slaves, of course, and 80 to 90. It's it's an interesting thing, right? Because if you have a very low push for a certain wave, then if you leak, the system is gonna give your leaks 100% bounty.
Yeah.
So it's a very subtle thing, but you can use it as well to check kind of what they have, right? Because if they leak level 1 and it's like 30 creeps or something, and you see that they have 100% bounty, then you should immediately be like, oh, they have full value placed, but they're still leaking. So it might be warden or it might be slaves, you know.
Yeah. So good job on yellow to not show the spell right now.
Yeah, they have both teams have stomp actually here.
So I think like when if I'm like west right now, I see that they are doing king. I think I would resend for sure.
Yeah, so they saw, I think they saw catapults and mutants. I don't think they saw aqua, right?
No, I don't think. And even then,
They might be looking at a 8 cent here.
yeah,
I just got a DM from Dodge asking me if he's able to coke cast as well again.
yeah. Well, next game I think he can come. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean we can fix something.
So, what do you think of the players right now? Like I think you played with most of them. So, do you know? Milout and Phantom well because I've like almost never played with them.
I used to play a lot with Milout back in my. I mean, I wouldn't say like the early days, but in the days where it was like a little bit more chill for sure,
Yeah,
and he was definitely one of the better players on BattleNet at that time. So
yeah,
it was very nice to have someone in your team like that. I haven't really played a lot with PhantomHB, so I can't
yeah.
really tell.
So small league from blue.
Yeah, we see max attack here on the west side as well.
Yeah, I see. So no resend, I guess. Well, 10.
We're seeing the cross build here actually on west,
Or
giving some eggs and giving some peasants.
well, that's interesting because I would assume that he could easily hold with peasants and thunderbirds,
Yep, yeah,
even with like even if they are not great with eggs. I think like maybe one or two dark priest as well. So I would think he knows he's holding. So if they are stacking, I think they are gonna maybe insta rage, I guess.
yep. Perhaps we're looking at a slave hog mass here
Yeah, that's nice to see
on
actually.
yellow. It's a very interesting build. I mean, look at the damage on the champion here.
Yeah, yeah, they actually have pretty good damage.
They have some very high damage. I don't really know the exact attack speed on this thing, but it looks like it's less than 1 per second. The only downside of these units is that they have so low range.
Yeah,
So if you decide to pair them with slaves, I mean, on the ranged wave like 8, you kind of expect them to like not survive, but considering the fact that he has catapults, I think it's playable.
and we see a reroll on orange, and rerolling some pretty good units right now.
Yeah, we have a reroll on blue as well, and it's almost the same units. I mean, not almost the same, but
Yeah,
they both get ogres and Tuskar here, and we also
mm,
got plague here on dual lane for the west side.
yeah, yeah. Well, right now they have Ghost and Plague on the East team,
Yeah, that's very good.
so I think it's pretty good. They have slaves also, so he's gonna be pretty good on mid game.
Yeah, we're actually looking at
So
a probably level 10 cent here from east. I mean, if you look at the wood, green has almost 2k wood, and then
yeah,
orange as well. Do you think it's gonna work?
well, no, no, no.
It shouldn't
He's
work, alright, because they both have eggs.
yeah, and I mean like red. I mean Oreo is nice. Is nice with some ogres,
Yeah,
wyverns, and dark priest.
yep,
I think it's not going to work. They pushed quite a lot on in the end on the East team, like 9-7
yeah.
for Milout.
Yeah, but he is playing mutant, so it's kind of
Yeah, I mean I get it, like it's good, but it would be hard for them to like rage to rage. I think.
yeah, that's for sure. I mean, yellow is not that strong. I mean, he has a few eggs. Green is very strong as well on level 10, but if you look at orange, it's gonna be quite hard to hold level 10. I mean, you would kind of
Yeah,
have to full sell both gray mains or full sell the aquas and try to
yeah,
get
for
more
sure.
spam and more necros, and then maybe he might be holding. But I think what would be very nice here is that if orange here accepts the fact that he's probably going to leak, and he
Yeah,
just puts the Tuskars or the Necros on the slave side.
yeah, yeah. Well, I think that's what we're gonna see less from Reforged teams than we saw like yesterday
Yeah,
with end players. I doubt he will go. He's going to do that, but that would be very wise, I think.
yeah. I think that is I think that's the level difference between ENT players and the Reforged players.
Yeah, I think too. As yellow is rerolling on into Melial and Necro.
Oh, that is a nice reroll. It's a bit late, but it's a very nice reroll.
Yeah,
Let's see what they're gonna do here on the east side. He's going to put some Necro on the right side. I would I would put the Necros like on the left side behind the X.
yeah, I think too.
I'm not sure how the aggro here is going to work. They're not the biggest sense so far, but it looks like they're saving.
Yeah,
It looks like they're saving a Pana and Rage maybe.
yeah,
I really want to see. Oh, we get a Rage from the west side. I really want to see the aggro here on yellow.
yeah. Again, that Insta Rage is not surprising, to be honest,
Yeah,
with what they did.
yeah, that was very. I mean, it's very good, right? I mean, they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
stomp and 30 attack. They got some very nice setup here on blue side. I don't see him leaking this one. Looks like green is. I mean, teal is also holding perfectly fine. We're seeing a little bit of leaks here on red. He might get backstabbed, and then it looks like they're going to leak, but looks like teal is going to hold everything here. We might be looking at the first game here already.
yeah. I think it's well, it's kind of sad when you look at. Yeah, I think.
I mean, they have
I think.
stomp and a decent king, so it might be 3 heals here, but maybe not GG yet.
Yeah, I think like they have some push as well. Well, they did push here. Like they went like 9-8 and 9-6. So I hope it's gonna. Yeah, I think they are okay.
Yeah, and the new bosses that are arriving are not full HP as well. It's looking decent. Might be looking at a 1 or 2 heal max here. We're seeing the push from the left side here.
Yeah, I
What
mean like 9-9 already. So with this delay, it's gonna be very 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 good.
what do you think is kind of a like a benchmark for push? I would say.
What do you mean a benchmark?
Well, I mean, when I look at push, I like to see the fact that when you enter level 4, I think some kind of an acceptable normal push to have is like 9-2, 9-3.
Yeah,
And then at level 5 or level 6 you kind of really want to have at least 9-4, and by the end of
yeah,
wave 10 you really want to have 9-8, somewhere between 9-8 and 9-10 at least.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think like usually you can aim for 9-10. Uh, maybe like last point I would say is end of 12
Yeah,
and like going like maybe 9-9 in during either if you win arena or during the 11 wave.
yeah,
That's
yeah. As
the
we
benchmark, like you said.
Yeah, I think these are nice standards to have for yourself as well. We actually saw that Red went some FERPs for Arena. We saw this
Yeah,
yesterday as well. Both teams actually going for like at least 3 FERPs here for the arenas, and
yeah,
it's a very minimal cost, and it might actually make you win on the arena. I mean, the armor bonus itself is nice. The unit is very weak, but when you kill the unit, you have like 2 or 3 or 4 seconds that the aura is still in the game before it disappears.
yeah, yeah.
So even if you have a very weak unit with a good aura, it's still usable. And the victory goes to West. Nice. We're looking at a very we're looking at an income win here from green.
Yeah.
Actually, this yellow with the slaves actually does not have the worst income here.
Yeah, I think too. He did pretty well. Like right now it's nice to see. I think like blue did well he hide plague, right?
Yeah, he did.
He just made it, right? Well, that's gonna be good as well.
I mean, they
So
didn't hide the plagues on the east side, but they hide the plagues on west side. So
yeah,
they might be looking at a 14 cent here
yeah, I think as well.
um, from east. We're going to have to wait and see for this one. But they got some nice auras here on dual lane on the east side and very minimal auras here on the west side. I mean, they only have Troll Champion here and Goliath and Mermaid, but I wonder when he's gonna reroll here on red.
Yeah, I think I would reroll now, like saving a few priests, maybe a Goliath on like 14, I guess. Like just save the half breed and reroll, I guess.
Yeah, I would do the same. Getting X as well for 14 is actually quite decent. So maybe he might be looking at an X spam here for level 12, level 13, and then maybe share the Goliaths as well.
Would you share the Goliath on 14 because it's really expensive? I think it's like almost 500 gold, right?
Yeah, so it's 185 for the first one and 350 for the second one, and
Yeah.
they both cost one food, so that's kind of hard. I would probably not share it, no, unless the auras I get are the same, somewhat the same value. But I would
Yeah,
probably
obviously.
I would probably keep um I would probably keep two health breeds on my side. I wouldn't even upgrade for Goliath for 14. I think.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what you have on
Yeah,
front.
as we
But
see some
yeah,
tanks here
I
in
wonder.
duel.
Yeah, some decent roll, I guess. Like, well, only tanks, but they are so good, so.
Do you think Goblin Tank is the best item in, the best unit in the game?
Well, that's what people say, but I would say still Necros are better.
You would say Necros are better than Goblin Tank?
Yeah, I think. Well, if you look at the whole like how the game goes, I think it makes more of a difference, especially on the early levels.
Yeah, that is correct.
So, well, if you do a comparison of just the units, I think tanks are better. But looking at how they impact the game, I think they still lose.
It's very unit specific here. Looking at green here, he has warlocks and thunderbirds, and these warlocks actually have 350 range, and the thunderbird has 300 range, so they're perfectly behind the thunderbirds, which actually
Yeah, that's
makes them
nice.
a very good army here. As both teams are holding on to wood. West team actually is starting to go Time Lord here.
All right. I didn't. Well, I don't have the message for them, so the messages for them.
That's a very interesting choice here because I don't think they're in a losing position
Yeah.
here to go for the Time Lord.
Well, I think their point is looking at plague. Well, maybe they saw ghost. I think as well.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
saw
they
Ghost.
did. They see slaves, and I mean that looks kind of strong. Not gonna lie,
Yeah,
but I think I would still try to send on. I don't know, but I'd still send probably. Not sure.
I'd probably try 15 here.
Yeah,
Try and
I
break
was
the
going to say that.
slaves.
Yeah.
But plague is very strong on 15 as well, so we're going to have to see what they're gonna do. I mean, they.
Can you hear me?
Sorry, I'm back. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
Uh, Wait. So what is happening? Did I miss something? Oh, we're seeing a send here.
Yeah.
So they did decide to go for 14 here, not knowing they have plague here. Blue is sharing the plague.
Yeah, I mean he gave him troll fighter, a lot of eggs as well, so yeah.
Oh, he did go for the Goliath here on both sides.
Well, I think with maybe the Thunderbirds they can tank pretty well on 14.
Yeah, kind of. He went. He sacrificed his eggs here a bit. I don't know what his plan is. He might be looking at a serpent placement here,
Oh man.
as he's upgrading the eggs to Sky Dragons.
Sky Dragons, I like this. I like this. I'm not sure why.
This is going to be interesting. We get Sky Dragons here on the red
Well,
side.
that's crazy. I mean, that's looking like one of the worst units you could possibly do right now, but I'm sure he has something in mind, I guess. Or just maybe he likes to do it for the sake of it.
Yeah, maybe he likes some diversity here. I'm curious to see how this is going to go. I mean, if you look at the teal side, he has a bunch of tanks stacked up in the spots with a nice backline. He's got some nice focus here as well. We got Plague on dual lane. I don't think that they're going to leak.
I mean, yeah, that's Sarah with Goliath. I think was going to tank pretty good.
As he did get the champion though with the Plague. And we see
Yeah, I
some
mean,
small backstab here.
yeah, leaks are fine.
It looks like they're leaking King here. They might actually have to upgrade King to the max here. As they get all the champions though.
Yeah,
Oh, they did upgrade the presence. That's interesting. As we see a small leak here from Green as well. Green actually also rerolled Ghost here.
yeah, he has it like since a few minutes, I think.
So they're seeing the Time Lord here. Kiwi Mziki told us, how can he have so shit mic? I mean, it's fine. It's a lot better than yesterday.
Is it
Yeah,
on me? You mean? Yeah,
yeah, it's a lot more clear.
yeah, yeah.
Are they going to
Well,
drop a heal here?
yeah, they would like have no regen, so it might. Yeah.
They're actually it's going yeah, they're gonna lose a heal here.
Oh, that's pretty close. Yeah,
Oof, that's a big issue. They have so much wood and they decide to play it
yeah.
very safe here. Um, I think that's a missed opportunity. Either you have to go all in on the send, but they're not sending 15, so
Well, do you think like they are trying maybe 17 or I think against Plague it's not going to be very good.
I think we might be able to. I think we might be looking at a 16 send here.
Yeah, I guess, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they know they have Stomp here from wave 10.
Yeah, I guess that could be like a way of a way of thinking about which wave to send, looking at what spell they have.
Yeah, I think that's a it's a very important part
Yeah,
of
for sure.
thinking when you should send.
And as we see a lot of upped ogres on Milout,
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
well, I can't say I like that. I mean, it's like 105 gold, I think. It costs one food as well. So yeah, it's to me it's not cost efficient, I think, but maybe I'm wrong.
We are seeing a send here for 16 here from the west side. Yeah, about the ogres. So I think they're I think they're very good units. I think they're just the worst part about the unit is that they are so fat and that they have a high collision size.
Yeah, I guess.
But if you're really looking at it, they have a it's like a budget Komodo, right?
Yeah. But
I hope to see that he is going to sacrifice here for Seraphim. Um, else it might be looking like a GG
yeah,
here.
well, I mean, yeah, about the ogres, I mean, like that's a lot of gold right now on ogres. He has a lot of Wandigus as well, so they are not gonna be very good. 16.
Yep.
He has some necros, but I mean,
Okay, we're seeing that he's going to sacrifice
yeah,
here.
I mean, I would definitely revive a necrolite right now.
Would you prefer to revive a Necrolite or would you prefer to revive a Tusker here?
I'd say, well, if you can revive the fire archer, I think it's better.
Yeah, so I think the chances of getting a rest Necrolite before you get to rest Archer is almost non-existent because when he
Yeah,
spams
yeah,
the units, they almost always die first.
yeah. But that could be risky, but I think it's worse. I would take definitely the fire archer revive.
Yeah, as we're not seeing a Seraphim here on yellow.
So right now, look at green. He has no unit in front to revive.
Yeah,
I,
that's correct.
that's not good because Magnator is going to be revived right now, I guess. And even TBs will be bad.
Yep, I mean he got the champion though.
Yeah, I mean he has like wyverns stacked, so they are pretty good right now.
Yeah, he could have really resurrected here a Necrolite or a Fire Archer if you wanted to.
Yeah, yeah, and I think he was going to hold very good right now. Like looking at what he's doing right now is okay, I guess. Well, still pretty bad, I guess.
Wait 1 second, they're still saying that their microphone is kind of bad. I'm gonna check the sound here on the stream. Uh, oh my god, wait, something is off with your mic here on the stream.
Really? And I mean that's weird though, right?
But it has to be my setting because oh, they also went time here. Yeah, if you go to the stream and you hear the sound, it sounds like you're a robot or some shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know how that's happening. That must be the audio fixed.
so do you think Time Lord was better right now than Dark?
Um, Dark would definitely be better here, but if they're looking at the late game,
Well, I mean,
Time Lord triumphs everything, right?
Like the leaks look kind of scary with 2 heals, so I would go dark because I think it could kill them. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean,
It might be GG here, actually.
yeah,
Indeed.
I think. Well, you can see he's canceling the animations of some attacks.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's quite hard to kill the Infernals with the Time Lord as they give you actually less damage
Oh, damn.
on the attacks.
Yeah, yeah,
I think this is looking in the first game here.
yeah.
Yep. As we get the first win here from West Side. And we go straight into the next one. Something like create a
So,
poll or some
were
shit.
they asking on the sorry. Were they asking like on the chats who are we rooting for?
No, they're asking the general chat here, the Twitch chat, what do they want?
All right.
Okay, wait. Um, okay, game 2 has begun. Looking at the roles here. I mean, looking at West Side here. PV Doctor, very strong.
Yeah, yeah.
Plague on Teal with Komodos. We get a reroll from Red, rerolling
Oh,
Plague as
damn.
well and Komodo. Insane.
And Dyer gave the offlane on to FireAndFury.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought he rerolled, but it's Arrow. I see, I see.
Yeah, but I would you give the offlane for the role he has?
Uh, I
I mean,
mean,
Dyer, yeah, I guess they won't plague on duel. That's that should be that, I guess.
I think that is probably the way they're thinking right now. I think that's very good actually. But having Elite Archer as well on offlane is just very strong as well if you go to the mid lane.
Yeah. Well, I think he won't. Maybe he wanted to play mines.
Ah,
That would be.
yeah, maybe. Maybe we're going to see the same strategy here as yesterday.
Oh man, like we are looking at a Blood Raider start on offlane. That's
They're
terrible, Imo.
they're sending level 1 east side.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't
So
have the
what do you?
best he doesn't have the best role here to start.
Well, I mean, peasants with mermaid was like 10 times better, maybe.
Yeah, probably. We are also looking at a yellow here, overbuilding a little bit here with Tuskar. Actually, the other day or a few days ago, I played a game with Archu, and he told me something about Tuskar. If you build them on spawn, you're actually very
Yeah.
safe for level 2 and level 3 as well if you just keep spamming Tuskars.
Okay.
And that way you can have a very high push as well, but it's quite hard because then you either have to move all of the Tuskars back or you have to kind of keep playing on spawn here. As we are seeing a leak here from West Side. They're going to see the Peewees. I don't know how they're going to react to this one. Um, when you see Peewee only holding, what do? You probably go 6, right? 6 or 7?
Yeah. Well, five as well.
I I would say 5 is questionable because Peewee is usually very strong level 5 as well, unless you're having a very high push and the send is very big.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, from my experience with like what people do mostly, like I know in I I've seen like people call a 5 cent against PWs like a lot of times. Not sure if it's the best, but yeah, I mean, I would say like maybe 7. I would go 7 if maybe 5 7,
Yeah.
like would be good.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you have Doctor, you can push it really far here.
Yeah.
You also have a mutant here for level 6, so you're completely fine for that one. But then you just have to find a solution for level 7. As we are seeing level 2 sent from west side. We also got a reroll here on green. Rerolling Plague as well. Plague and Elite Archer. I mean, they have been getting Plague here every single
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Quite interesting.
Well, I think like he saved of Half-Breed as well. He
Yeah.
didn't make any peasants. I think like it's not the best, but well, for now he's okay, I'd say. But that kills him a lot for 10. So I wouldn't like that as of lane.
Yeah, so I think keeping Half-Breed is a very bad move. Uh, and so
Yeah,
the reason why that is because the unit is very expensive. It is 180 gold, and I mean they have solid stats, right? They have very fast attack speed. They have nice damage. They have heavy armor, I think, right? Yeah.
yeah,
But that's about it, right?
yeah, yeah.
You waste the food, and then if you want to keep it, if you want to upgrade it, it's like 350 gold, and the armor buff does really nothing in the early game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're seeing a resend here.
Yeah, I mean Tuskars and engineers, I would resend as well for sure.
Oh, I'm seeing the stats here from east side. You're probably seeing the stats from west side, because I see
Yeah,
that east side is upgrading king here.
all right, already. That's yeah. I mean they have only one chance left, so maybe they want to play it safe.
Yeah, as we're seeing a very big send with Hermit Max. It's going to
Yeah.
be looking very rough here from green, actually, I think. Uh,
Well, from almost everyone. Like maybe yellow has the value, but I think sabers are not going to be so good.
yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty rough. If you look at the income here from blue, he has 27 income playing Doctor's Peewees with a
Yeah,
bit of a
yeah,
delay game. It's
yeah,
it looks very good, right?
yeah. I think they're going to send every level almost because they have mines. He has like his 9-3 already with Peewees.
Yep.
Like FireAndFury is playing EA, so they're gonna push kinda good. I mean, very good maybe. So yeah, I think they probably gonna resend like 5 maybe.
Yeah, I think so too. As we're seeing a very small leak here from yellow. The others are kind of leaking big. But
Yeah,
they're going King Max. 7 attack, 1 regen. You really want to have 8 attack here for level 3.
yeah,
Yeah, so when you look at the King, right? The King has 56 to 72 base attack.
yeah,
And so when you go 7 attack, so what happens is when you get the very low dice roll and you get the 65 damage plus the 70, you actually don't one-shot the creeps on level 3.
yeah,
So that's why you really want to get 8 attack, so you don't have that little chance of not one-shotting them. We're probably going to be looking at a -1 here from the east side.
yeah. That doesn't look great right now for them.
Yeah, because the amount of delay they create here, and then coupled with the fact that blue here is actually going 9-6, is going to be very rough here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you have to like burn a hill level 3, that doesn't look the best.
Yeah, they've just finished clearing the wave here, and we've got 9-4, 9-6, 9-4 here. I mean, not 9-4. I'm sorry. He's 6-4. That's a very interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as well.
I I I don't quite understand the process behind the 6-4 here.
Well, I wonder as well. We're gonna have to ask him. Maybe after the game.
Maybe he forgot that he still needs to do 3 wisps.
Well, I mean, with EA, they cost a lot of food, so
Yeah, that might be it. So are we, let's see if they decide to go 5 cent again.
and it doesn't look like.
Yeah, even if they send 5, I think East team has a very high chance of not leaking into King here, because we have eggs and lightsabers on yellow.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean on
but
orange.
they haven't scouted that, right?
Yeah, they haven't seen that. We also got
Well, they are
EA
going.
on green as well. Oh, they are.
Yeah. Maybe like they just wanted to see if one was leaking.
Yeah, I mean it's a very nice test, right? You can also
So they
gamble for the fact that if they have immolation and they do have a king leak, then they're screwed.
Yeah. Well, I think they waited for maybe DireRaven to leak with mines. When they saw that he was leaking, they sent, I guess. Well, ZINZIN right now has a lot of chance to hold this wave. This send is even as Magnotaurus, which I think is pretty good on 5.
Yeah, so he has the chance to bring back his team into the game here.
Yeah, he's also like 9-3. I'm not sure if he is making like, yeah, he's staying 9-3, so well, he leaked a lot, so his value is very low. But I think he should be alright.
Yeah, I mean we're looking at the Goliath here from
Oh, and he shared the polar bear on Milout. So yeah, not sure that's the best right now.
yeah. This might be a king league again. I mean we have Shockwave here on the east side and Guardian Stomp here on the west side. Getting wave is very good here for level 5. If someone manages to hold, then you don't have to do anything with king. This is looking very rough here for the east side.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think him doing like Magnator on Milout was not the best. I think he could have. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
It doesn't look like they're leaking a ton here on the west. I mean on the dual lane.
Yeah,
It shouldn't
but
be a heal here.
I think having a mid is like obviously much better than like both leaking
Yeah, that's correct.
a bit lower. So I would say like maybe either it was going. I mean you could stack either one of the two players on the east dual lane.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, we're not seeing a whole lot of crossplay here from the Reforged team.
yeah,
As they're not going to drop a heal. It's looking very rough. I mean, 9-8, 9-8, 9-6
Yeah.
here from west side. Comeback is going to be very hard here.
yeah. So do you think they are sending 7 again?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I would do that.
Yeah, for sure.
If they manage to live past level 10, I think they might actually have a shot to win. Because they don't have the worst rolls here on the east side.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have bad rolls on the west side as well. With the mines and plague. I mean, I think DireRaven is looking to go mines here. Then cross build for Oreo for level 10. And then he's probably going to share the plague as well.
Yeah.
And keep going mines. Keeping the push high.
Yeah, I think that's why he gave the idea of lane. Like with mine and plague, he talked to me about that like in a game a few days ago. And I think it's very, very good to have these two units together.
Yeah, it's a very good strategy, I think. I mean, as long as you can keep the push high and not leak, everything is good, right?
I mean, like he's already 9 on 6, so yeah, that's huge. And again, not leaking much.
Yeah.
Well, barely leaking actually.
He's missing one creep.
Perfect.
Yeah,
that's literally perfect. So yeah, well played to him.
We're also seeing. Is he going to leak here on orange? It looks like he's going to hold this one very closely.
Yeah.
Getting +1 here. 30 to 40% bounty still.
Still 700 crystals on Teal. Okay, he sent after the income.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity of like 40 gold.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not too bad, I guess, but yeah. Still, you kind of want to avoid it.
As we're seeing the Commodos come out here on orange.
Yeah, I was going to talk about it, but yeah, it's very bad on 7, so.
Yeah, he has a very interesting build, right? Because he has quite a few options to do. It would probably be better to spam the Night Saber here, though.
Yeah, and we see Goliath already on Phantom, and 2 apparitions like Gravekeeper and apparitions. So yeah, that's not gonna do very good.
Yeah, getting the early auras, the early expensive auras, is very questionable. You don't want to. You really want to avoid getting them this early into the game. But he does have a nice corner here. Let's see what they're going to do here. Looks like Milout is actually probably going to hold this one. He has a Forsaken, and the thing with the Forsaken is if they proc on first hit, and they can stay alive with the armor buff, it's a very good one. As we are seeing King League here on the west side. Oh, nope, there comes the teal. Yellow holding.
So yeah, actually, like green did well, yeah, it's yellow but green didn't do too bad with considering like he made a Goliath.
Yeah, true. This is not going to be another heal because of this mid hold. That's very good.
Yeah.
If they keep sending and you keep leaking less and less and less, there's gonna come like a certain point into the game where you get the upper hand, and then it's kind of hard for the enemy team to start winning again. Blue actually rerolling into Elite Archer. Interesting.
Yeah, not the best right now, I'd say. For 10. He kind of wants something for 10, like maybe Zeus or something like that.
Yeah, we're starting to get the cross build here. Red actually starting to build. I mean, wait, this is so confusing. Blue, DireRaven is starting to to build some Zeus here for Oreo.
Yeah. Well, DireRaven is not a true Reforged, so yeah. I think the name of their team is pretty fitting,
E-
especially for him.
ENT Rejects, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't want them on ENT, so now they're haunting the BattleNet fields.
Yeah. And I think like if you think about like the best players right now on like playing mostly BattleNet, I think DireRaven is one of them for sure.
Yeah, that's true. He's been very active here on BattleNet lately.
Yeah.
Wait, let me check if the voice.
As we see another hold by Milout with Tuskers and Mutant is like also 9-7, which is good.
9-7. Yeah, that's true. Wait, I'm sorry. I think I fixed the voice now.
Okay, that's great.
So I think what the issue was is that I have a separate audio now for Discord recordings, but I also still
Yeah.
have the desktop recorded. So I think because they record your voice twice, it's sounding like a robot. So I
Yeah.
disabled my desktop audio here now, and then it
And as
should
we
be
see,
fine.
we're looking at well, that's fine. I remember like yesterday you like upped my sound level also. Maybe it would be that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it should be completely fine on the VOD because then there is no double
Yeah,
recording.
right. So we are looking at Dark Presence on the East team right now, the West team.
Yeah, and I see that as well. I mean, East side is saving Wood, so I would assume that they're going for Tencent here. Um, Going dark here is very wise because he's playing mine, so he's not gonna hold any of it. So
Yeah.
he has to kind of
And
cross build and hope that Blue is going to hold everything, but he doesn't have a lot of units for that as well. So
yeah, I think even Teal is not the best right now. I think he'll make cold. Maybe like I wonder if he's going to do two operations. But yeah, it's not the best. So yeah, going dark is pretty good, I think.
now the question is, imagine if they didn't go dark, right? But they
Yeah.
decided to send. I think it might be just game over here for East
Yeah.
side.
Yeah,
Because if
some
you look at what they have, I mean, only yellow is actually looking to hold everything.
yeah, but I think like they have no reason to do that. They have Plague for the late game. They have a lot of good units on later on Teal as well. So yeah, I think them just surviving on 10 is like the best thing they can do. Even though like they could send and win, that would be like way too risky, I think.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they're going for the Ferb counter send only, which is very good. It's a very good strategy.
Yeah.
Actually, yellow rerolled slaves here.
Yeah,
He might be looking at a hiding of slaves, and then they might actually have a good chance to win this game if they manage to survive level 10.
well, I think I would definitely make some slaves right now for 10. Wouldn't you?
Well, I think he rerolled this last wave, so they you don't have a lot of gold to get slaves, so they don't have a lot of value because they cannot really block a lot. So I think then
Yeah,
it's probably better to hide it and keep it hidden. So they might send like 11 or 14, and then slaves start to pop off really hard.
yeah, I guess maybe we'll see what he is going to do.
As he also decided to go for a Goliath here.
Yeah, well, not the best, but yeah.
What I would have really liked to see here is yellow actually building a couple of eggs here for orange actually building a couple of eggs here for yellow, so they can insta rage this.
Yeah, and he's also playing like Trident, so He could. I think Milout could do a better use of eggs right now than he's going to do.
Yep. Ooh, we're also seeing slaves come out here on green.
Yeah. I wonder if he used his full cell already, because I'm looking at 3 below the radar, which he started with.
Yeah, I think he still has it. Are we seeing the insta rage here from east side?
Yeah, I think that's very, very, very good
Yeah, that's
that they are taking the chance. I think probably like ZINZIN probably noticed the mines, so yeah.
yeah, it should be as we're seeing the cross here. Oof, not the army entirely. That is unfortunate. I mean, they held on teal, they held on blue, so that's not. Ooh, we're seeing a king leak here on east side with the
Yeah, I
Ferb
mean,
counter.
yeah, it was definitely over if they were sending.
This might be game here.
Yeah. Well, they were so weak, but I guess I would take it maybe like what they done was good, but they were like getting weaker and weaker every level, so yeah.
It's getting to a point where it's kind of hard to come back. But they could have definitely prevented this by cross building the eggs here,
Yeah, I think like yeah, for sure.
as we're looking at an elimination of the
Yeah,
east side team
sadly
here.
no. So when did it was it a 10 end last game as well?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, sadly first Reforged team is out.